I am Adrian. I've been asked by the insiders to review the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 10.1. 10.1 referring to the size of the screen. It's the latest model that came out in April of 2017. It arrived, as you might imagine, in a well-packaged box, and here's what we've come to see. It's in a sturdy black box, which you could use again to store items. When you open up, the tab is protected, I presume, from surface marks by this very thin material. The one thing you notice when you take it out is that it's very sleek indeed. There is a bluish tinge to the screen, but at a distance it almost seems black when it's switched off. The theme is continued on the back, and it's a glass presentation throughout. I think I'm going to need a case because I feel that the glass may break quite easily. So what else do we have in the box? Well, I charged it up before I started the review because it would be a bit embarrassing if it didn't work. And the first thing to note is that it's a USB-C cable. It's something that's coming onto the market. There's very few companies that are using this way of charging devices. OnePlus and LG in particular are using this. You may find that you have a load of micro USB cables and you're not looking at the prospect of spending a fortune. What I have done is I've gone onto Amazon and bought these adapters. I got 5 of these for about £2.50, and they clip onto your old micro USB quite firmly, and you don't have to upgrade. Go onto the charger. It's called an adaptive fast charger, which probably mirrors the one by OnePlus 3 and OnePlus 5, which is called Dash. In that particular product, they can achieve 63% of battery capacity with half an hour's charging. It'll be interesting to see what the Samsung can do. However, it does have a 6,000 milliamp battery compared to 3,000 with many phones. The one thing that is a little bit of concern is that the earth plug pops up and it looks like it could easily break. So I will see how durable that is. The USB cable pops into there, the female part, and the C goes at the bottom. You may be used to charging just directly beneath the home button. This is just to the right, so in the dark you may actually fumble around a little bit. A word about the screen. The screen is beautiful even when it's switched off, but it is a magnet for fingerprints. So I would suggest that you keep somewhere a cloth to deal with that. So we switch it on, and the one thing I will just discuss today before we finish this part of the review is the screen, and the screen is absolutely beautiful. It's an AMOLED screen, and it is something like 264 pixels per inch compared to my old iPad 2, which is about half of that. It's beautiful and bright. In fact, I've had to turn it down because it's been bright, and we'll try and show you in a moment. Whilst we had a cup of coffee then, we sorted out an image that was downloaded from the same site onto the iPad Air 2, which is at the top, and onto the Samsung below. You can see that there's vibrancy and life in the Samsung, and the iPad Air looks a little bit anemic in terms of its colours. Thank you for watching. In the next episode we'll be looking at the tablet in more detail. We'll be looking at things such as its operating system, Android 7, the chipset. We'll be talking about internal memory, which is 32 gigs but can be expanded, and we'll be talking about RAM, which is a healthy 4 gigs for all your applications. And we'll also be talking about this fantastic pen, which I'm going to learn how to draw by the next episode.